नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. So, thank you everyone for being a part of this amazing session and of course upcoming session. So, thank you all for giving us this amazing opportunity to take part in Harinam Sankirtan. So, we have Perfect Harmony Club here. And at my left we have Nityananda Prabhu on follow-up, Prakar Prabhu on piano, Hari Bol, and Madhav Chaitanya Prabhu on Mridanga, Hansraj Prabhu on Kartals, and Baldev on follow-up, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
So, and Nakul Prabhu on flute, Hari Bol. On we have Kartals.
Hare Krishna. So we're all called what? Devotees? What's this club called? Friends of Lord Krishna, right? So friends should celebrate Friendship Day with Friends of Lord Krishna and Krishna. Hari Bol. So don't miss out on registering for this event. Every year we cross the registration and then people ask us, Prabhu, we want to come, and the hall is fully filled. So don't miss this opportunity. You can register. If you're coming with a friend, it's $9.99. You don't come with a friend, it's going to be more expensive. So we invite you. It's a nice opportunity to introduce Krishna consciousness to your interested friends, as well as to come with your folk friends too. And next week, Sunday, we are going to have the Friendship Unlimited. So there's going to be a theatrical play, amazing kirtans. You're going to enjoy a lot. And you can also bring a gift for Lord Krishna. Hari Bol. So this is a wonderful opportunity. Please don't miss this out. And for all of you, last week, how many of you came last week? Okay, so many of you. Okay. So you all went to different places and met youth guys who have residencies across Bangalore. Did you all meet them? Yes? Hari Bol? Hari Bol. Okay. So we have beautiful places known as folk residencies. Many of you would share with your folk guides that, Prabhu, I don't find my PG to be a very easy place for chanting. Or sometimes you'd say, Prabhu, I kept my Bhagavad Gita and somebody kept his plate on that book. or is keeping his phone on that book unknowingly. Or you may want some association. I want to meet with devotees, spend some time there. Or you'd like to learn some kirtan, attend some morning Mangala Arati, feel a different vibe also, you know. And in case you're looking for all these things, we have folk residencies in different parts of Bangalore, and you can all visit there and spend some time with wonderful friends of Krishna. So how the folk residency looks and what's a day like, we have a video.
I have often heard people say, peace comes from within. When Abhi first stepped into the chaos of the big city, he questioned who would so empathetically provide him the supportive environment to look within. Now, he seamlessly guides others. Somewhere down the lane, folk residency became home and roommates became family. Where else would you receive such love and brotherhood? Raghu cooks tasty snacks almost every other day to accompany the nutritious food we get from the temple. We all eat together too. He is also our constant reminder of the discipline of cleanliness. Hari transferred recently from one of our other residencies in the city. He didn't even have to move his deposit money and says that he knows he will never feel lonely here. How can he, when Atul's mridangam beats and Hari's guitar strings spread endless joy all round the place every evening, and the like-minded community's constant support helps one strive towards self-improvement. We also receive guidance and counseling from a spiritual guide when needed. Along with practicing spirituality, yoga, bhakti and other disciplines together. In our community, each one encourages the other's journey in the path of self-discipline and self-actualization. When surrounded by people you can call your own, how are you ever far away from home?
So, now for the most awaited, what's that? Meeting for Janmashtami services. For everything we have excitement. Hari bol. But I'm very happy. Of course, before we head to the meeting today, we're going to have beautiful question and answers. And I'm very happy to see that all of you, many of you have participated, if not all. And you've sent some very interesting questions, philosophical questions, lifestyle questions, sometimes even bold questions. And we appreciate all your questions, and it is the Vedic tradition that we seek clarity and ask questions. Krishna consciousness essentially is not without questions. Krishna himself says that with the pranipatena, the pariprashnena, questioning is a key aspect of the Vedic culture, of our Krishna consciousness as well. And this is something that's very much appreciated even in the Bhagavad Gita, where Arjuna is questioning God. And I'm very happy to share that today we have a senior devotee amidst us who can clarify all the doubts, all our questions, which Arjuna compares to demons, which stop our progress in bhakti, and give us shastric answers. I'd now like all of you to please put your hands together for His Grace, Sampati Prabhu. Shri Sampati Prabhu is the President of Hare Krishna Movement Pune, President of the Akshay Patra Foundation Pune, Vice President ISKCON Bangalore. Shri Sampati Prabhu holds a bachelor's degree in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from BMS College and has worked as a design engineer at Tata Group of Companies. Inspired by the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, Prabhu dedicated himself as a monk and has been serving for over 2 decades now for the welfare of this humanity and Krishna. As a renowned speaker and trainer, Shri Sampati Prabhu has an extensive experience in designing and conducting personality enrichment workshops based on the principles of Bhagavad Gita. His engaging sessions blend scriptural wisdom with real-world application, making them both highly inspirational and deeply practical. Prabhu's expertise in presenting the Ramayana and Mahabharata in a scholarly yet relatable manner has earned him widespread recognition. Apart from giving talks in many leading educational institutions and corporations, Shri Sampati Prabhu has been invited as a key speaker at prestigious events, including the guest speaker at Canara Bank Top Executive Summit, chief guest at EGN India Awards. He was invited as a chief guest for the prestigious event held at Pune, speaker for FICCI Global Young Leaders Summit, where he delivered a very impactful address, and it was very much appreciated by emerging leaders from all over the country. So Prabhu's ability to connect with all diverse audience is something that makes Prabhu special, and we are very happy to hear your insights, Prabhu. We have had a lot of questions from youth over the past week, very engaging, some very personal, some relate to philosophical doubts, some even very bold. So we are very happy to be with you, Prabhu.
We'll offer prayers first. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
We have received over 74 questions, Prabhu, 75 questions. And we'd like to start with something related to the holy name today. We chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Why not chant Hare Kalki or Hare Narsimha or Hare Gopala or Hare Vishnu? Why only Krishna and Rama? Is there any scriptural evidence for this? And how do we know what is right?
So the question is very logical, but every logic need not be truthful. So we need to understand this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktihi. Nam Nam in Sanskrit, Nam Nam referring to plural. That means many holy names of Lord. Lord Krishna has so many names, Ananta, unlimited. In fact, everything is the name of Lord Krishna. Nam Nam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktihi. Sarva Shakti, all Shakti is there in the holy name of the Lord. So we can chant Narasimha, Narayana, Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Keshava. So many names we can chant. We will always get blessings of Lord for chanting any holy names of the Lord. But when it comes to sadhana, for example, in Ayurveda, every food is good for our body. It brings good health. But when we are sick, when we are diseased, that time specific food will be recommended. They say that you take khichdi or you take some ganji, like that, some food. Every food is a medicine for our body, but based on our condition, a specific food will be recommended. So like that, based on our condition, our qualification. For example, in Bhagavatam we see Dhruv Maharaj, when he did tapasya, he chanted a specific holy name. Which is that holy name he chanted? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That holy name now we can chant, but we are not qualified. That same holy name requires much more qualification to chant. And in Kali Yuga we do not possess those holy names. So it is not that holy names can't benefit us. We do not have sufficient qualification to approach any holy names. So it is because of our disqualification. So that is why in Kali Yuga, which is that holy name, where Lord Krishna has agreed to manifest his full potency without any restriction and without checking for our qualification. Na niyamita na smaranena kalaha. Na niyama. Niyama means rules, regulation, qualifications and all that. So without that, the holy name mentioned is Hare Krishna mantra for Kali Yuga. For us, people like us who are not in a qualified to follow. For example, same Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. If I want to chant, I have to take bath. I have to sit down in a certain kind of place. I have to face a certain direction. At a certain time of the day I can chant. So like that some rules are there. Now we are not in a position to follow all those things. But same Krishna, same holy name is available in different forms. How to understand this? Prabhupada gives example. Same father, when he goes to office, let's say it is a court. It's a judiciary office, court. He is now judge there. So there you can't call him in any name. You have to call him as my dear, you say my honor. There is a specific way they address the court. And the protocol is extremely important. You have to follow that protocol with the judge in the court. You can't call him, hey dude, can you give me this judgment? Or you can say, something, hey bro, can you tell me what exactly you want? Same person, but when he sits in that position, in that particular function he is doing, you have to address him in one particular way. But when he comes back home, at home, some relatives have come, so there they address him not as my dear honor, can we bring one glass of water for you? No, they don't talk to him like that. So like that, every holy name you can chant, it's all connected to Krishna, but there's a different mood, different qualification is required. Like that, Hare Krishna mantra requires no qualification, no timings, no rules and regulation, no terms and conditions. It is for all. As Kali Yuga progresses, following anything is very difficult. The only way is to simply chant this Hare Krishna mantra. So in that perspective, the Hare Krishna mantra gives immediate result, much more result. Other holy names of the Lord, they also will give result, but that depending on our qualification. But Hare Krishna mantra without our background, without qualification, gives you highest result, that is Krishna Prema. So this is the reason we chant Hare Krishna mantra, even though there are so many other holy names of the Lords are there. It's not that I can't chant, I can chant, but if I want quick, effective, sufficient result for my background, then it is Hare Krishna mantra.
Tugging on to this question, Prabhu, there's a working professional who has asked us this question. How do I know that I'm on the correct spiritual path? Because there are a lot of people today, especially on social media too, where they claim every path is right or every path is Vedic, or they may even sometimes quote a few verses. So how do I know that the path I am following correct? Meaning Krishna consciousness.
After social media has come up, the market is fully messed up. The whole audience is spiritually so illiterate. Anybody can come and say anything, and we are so unqualified. We are not in a position to even understand who is correct, who is not correct. It means what? It means it is a problem with the audience. We don't know. Anybody is able to come and say, I am right, this is the correct path. But if you are little educated in the Vedic scripture, if you know what are the criterias, then we know who is right, who is not right. So first and foremost, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu. Krishna said this knowledge is always coming in parampara. First we have to check, is it as per parampara that Krishna is speaking? And what do you mean by parampara? Krishna says in 4th chapter, he said he spoke, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita knowledge to Vivaswan. That means a parampara should always start from Supreme Lord Krishna. It should start from Krishna. And then it should come in an unbroken disciplic succession of the acharyas who have never compromised the message of Bhagavad Gita. Message of Bhagavad Gita is very clear, but today it is so unclear. Anything and everything, and there are so many videos on Instagram that comes, Bhagavad Gita says, it says, and then all the nonsense will be there after. So you can't find where is that in Bhagavad Gita.
There may be sometimes certain institutions or certain processes which many people follow. So how do I pick up? Like one is, let's say the parampara I asked, and they may show me something.
So what are they promising? Okay, whoever says ours is correct, what are they promising? We have to see first. What does Bhagavad Gita promise? Are they promising same? Bhagavad Gita promises you freedom from janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanu darshanam. If you are following them, they should help you to come out of birth, death, disease, old age. And you should be able to develop attraction to Krishna. You should be able to stop your sinful activities by following those things. Like you who comes to ISKCON, by following the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, people stop doing sinful activities. They reduce, first of all, they become aware, oh, this is sinful activities. And then they reduce, and then they come to the point, they say that from now onwards, I will not do all these things. So this is the result of following the correct thing. If you go to some so-called organization, some guru who says it is all right, you can do anything and everything, then it is not correct. No matter how many followers they have got, no matter what is their popularity, what are you promising? From in Prabhupada organization, it is very clear from the day one that if you come here, don't ask for any material benefits. If somebody says, Prabhu, I am coming here because I want material improvements in my life. I want good wife, good husband, good job, salary hike, or something else. So, Prabhupada does not encourage that. Because that's not what Bhagavad Gita is not teaching. Bhagavatam is not teaching. So we have to check, what are you promising?
So the promises of scriptures become another very important measure for us to see somebody is genuine or not.
Because Srimad Bhagavatam says, if somebody is promising you material benefits, then they are cheating you. Then they are cheating you. Like for example, you know, I'm sure many of you would have received SMS or email or telephone calls saying that 1 crore is deposited into your account. Have you received? See, so many times, suddenly we come to know that there is so much money in our account. And they say, you have to just fill some details for you to take that money out. So the moment we receive that, now we know it is a scam. What are you promising and why are you promising? They say we recently had some lucky dip or lucky draw, and your email or your mobile number is selected for some. Once I received some message, I could not find how many zeros were there in that. They were selling some $1 million. I was trying to count, finally actually how much it is. Can't calculate such big number they are saying I have got. But they're asking you to do something. Then they say, for you to get this much money out, some 3 lakh rupees you have to deposit and then you will get this. Arey, if already that much money I am getting, why you want my 3 lakh rupees? Actually what they are promising. So Srimad Bhagavatam says, if they are promising some so-called material benefit, then it is a cheating religion. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramanirmatsaranam satam. Dharma projita kaitava. Kaitava means cheating. Anybody, any so-called God, whether it is Sanatan Dharma or non-Sanatan Dharma, this temple, that temple, you are going and they will promise you this material benefit you will get, that means they are cheating. They are not doing the real thing. The real thing that Srimad Bhagavatam says is attraction to Krishna. What is Bhagavad Gita is saying? Vasudevam sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabaha. Vasudevam sarvamiti. By following this, whatever teachings or whatever the institution process they are telling, are you coming to the point where you say, Krishna is everything in my life. Ultimate goal of my life is Krishna. I'm going to live my life for Krishna. If you come to this point, you are following the right process, right guru, right organization, right teachings and all. If you are not coming to this point, then it is a cheating.
On that note, Prabhu, we have a devotee who's practicing Krishna consciousness, working as well. So he has this challenge. He says, I'm studying for my civil, I have my job, I'm managing my morning sadhana. He's part of the residency and services are sometimes very challenging. So how do I manage my time, especially although this seems to be related to my material activities and things? Can you please guide me?
What is the meaning of managing time means?
So he's saying I have UPSC or civil exam preparations, I have sadhana, I have services, I have my job. So how do I become productive? And he's chanting 16 rounds, very sincere and part of residency as well. So his question is, how do I manage my life and what should I do? I find it to be very stressful.
Actually, honestly, I'm still not understanding the question. If somebody is already preparing and chanting, is it that they're not able to do?
They're not able to manage. They feel stressed.
Then don't do. Not able to do.
But which aspect not to do? Because
sorry?
Which aspect of it should I not do? Because I have my sadhana, I have my services. Probably when devotees meet them in residency, there's some time that goes in association. Then there's my work. Then there's my civil preparation as well. So which aspect of this should I reduce?
So whenever we want to make choice, we should know finally what we want. Because you can't have everything. So maybe we are not able to spend 2 hours for some of the work which is mentioned there. So we may have to reduce something. But which one to reduce, which one to keep? The answer is very obvious in the scripture. You have to always keep Krishna, and remaining space we have to give for others. I mean, this is the honest answer. But if somebody wants a sugar-coated answer, then you have to say reduce your chanting, then pay attention to more, so that you feel good. But that is not the real answer. The answer is, first of all, there is a big nonsense understanding among the present day people that everybody can become anything and everything with our hard work. Simply you do some hard work, I can become anything. That is never the understanding of the Shastra. Whether I am going to be an UPS, civil services, whether I'll become software engineer, become an entrepreneur, it all depends on many other parameters. It is not simply our hard work. There is something called Jiva Swarupa, Jiva Yogyata, and then our karma, then Jiva Ichcha, and then Daivecha. There are 5 parameters that control the final result. Even if I work hard, and if it is not within my yogyata means within my qualification, I will never get that. Even if I have desire, even if I do all the hard work, we can achieve within the boundary of what we are qualified. If we are not qualified, even though we have so much hard work, we will not get that. It is like somebody saying, from morning till night, I will chant Hare Krishna mantra. Can I become God? I am ready to do any hard work. Whatever hard work you tell, I will do. Can I become God? Is it possible? Why?
My position is that I am
No,
servant
but
of
I am
Krishna.
ready to do hard work.
But that's not something I can attain ever.
So like that, what is that we can attain? What we cannot attain, knowing this is Atma Jnana. Knowing about yourself is called self-knowledge. Now if you simply say, no, with my hard work, okay, I can't be God, I can be probably civil servant, maybe I can be some businessman. Even that also we cannot, if we are not qualified for. So there are 2 types of qualification. One is karma qualification, another one is soul's qualification. So you can do something and you may get karma qualification. But the soul's qualification is something different. Like for example, if you are not born in America, you can never contest for president post in America. Right? Now you may say, no, I am very popular. People are ready to vote for me. So that is called karma qualification. But still, even though you have popularity, you have so many people to vote in your favor, you don't have the soul's qualification because you are not born there. So like that, there is something called soul's qualification. If you are not entitled, just like soul is not entitled to become God, like that, something we are not entitled. And we are simply working hard, and no matter you work hard, you will never get that, and it will only create more and more disturbance for us. So that is why, first of all, without knowing all these things, we are working. This is the total nonsense. Hard work makes sense wherever you are qualified. If you are not qualified and you are simply working, and finally you are not getting any result, it is called shrama eva hi kevalam. It is simply waste of labor. So I would rather recommend whoever is asking this question, first spend time to figure out whether we are qualified for all these things. Okay. A simple formula Rupa Goswami says is that atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha. Without it is becoming prayasa, I can do it and the result will come. That is what I am entitled for. And many people may not like this because we are all brainwashed to believe that everybody is entitled for
hard. If they work hard, then there is success.
You can
Everybody
get anything. But this is a wrong Vedic philosophy. It is not correct. Can we take some offline?
Yes, Prabhu. So we will now take some questions from the audience. So if you have questions, you can raise your hand and you'll get an opportunity to ask Prabhu directly.
You can introduce yourself first, your name, how many rounds you chant, and with whom are you in touch with. And then your question.
Hare Krishna. Am I audible?
Yes, speak. Can't hear you. Can you please help him to switch on the mic?
Hare Krishna. Myself Sharanu Patel. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you. Yes, please hold the mic close to your mouth and speak. Yes, it's audible.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, speak loudly.
Okay, I do chant 2 malas every day.
Very good, very nice.
Okay. So my question is like if we are entangled in thoughts and emotions every day, so we have to deal with 3 things, like we have to deal with the day-to-day life, and then we have to work for the spiritual growth as well. And one more thing, I have written it. Yeah, and with all this, we have to be normal state of mind. Yeah, I mean being grounded, so without any disturbance. So I heard like you work for the Pune this thing. So like, how do you manage without? You have to manage so many things, right? You have to be in touch with many people. So how do you manage, or like without being affected by anything? So this is my question. So I think you got my question.
Okay, so it is a process how to manage. Okay, so it's a process how do we manage many things. First and foremost is when you love something, when you're passionate about something. I use this word passionate and loving something alternatively. Just like mother, she loves the child. She does everything to take care of the child. She also does the household activities, cooking for the child, bathing the child, everything. And she never gets tired because she loves doing that. She loves taking care of the child and all this thing. So when you do something which you are really, really passionate of, you get a lot of energy to do many things, and you don't really feel tired, and you also figure out ways and means to do all that. It becomes very difficult and not interesting when we don't like what we are doing. So this is why Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says we all have our swadharma. Swadharma means something that internally we feel for it. That used to be the way in Gurukul system that they used to teach us and lead our life as per our swadharma. Today, in the name of modern education, we have completely thrown away. We are selecting what we want to do based on how much money we get out of it. Which one gives us more money, and we try to do that. But we may do that, but it comes at a lot of cost. So we have chosen this life based on out of our choice and passion. So it gives us immense empowerment, passion to do, and it feels very joyful to do all these things. The first and foremost is to do what we are really, really passionate of doing that. So I really love doing all these things. This is something that gives me a lot of happiness from inside. So we can do so many things. It's not something great. Even many people, even like any mothers, they do many things in this world because they really love doing that. Yes.
So there's an amazing project coming up in Pune. So you can all request your folk guides and we can have a trip there. Haribol.
Ananta Shaina Prabhu was there a few days back.
Yes, bro, a few weeks back. Here's a personal question, Prabhu. It's about Krishna consciousness. I've been practicing Krishna consciousness for a while. I became very serious and I had a fallback on my spiritual journey. And for some time I had to move away and then come back and then been on and off. Now I want to again recover. So how should I recover after a fallback from my spiritual journey?
This fallback is expected. In 5th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Praksharira vimokshanat. Before we get moksha, before we get... Can we fix this audio problem? There's a lot of disturbance. Okay, now Hare Krishna. So just like a small baby is learning to walk, it is expected that while it is trying to walk, sometime it may slip off. It's trying to stand. Let them finish this. Yeah. So while baby is trying to walk, it's very much possible that it may slip off, it may not be able to stand on its own leg, all that. So right now, with all the material contamination that we have, in the beginning stage, it is called Ado Shraddha, Tata Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti. So there is something called Anartha Nivritti. There are a lot of unwanted things are there in us. And these unwanted things create a lot of challenges and disturbance within us. The challenge is, the secret is, when such challenges come, don't give up. Continue. Like when we are learning bicycle, you may fall so many times. When you are learning to walk, we may fall so many times. The secret is don't stop. Again stand up, again continue. Again stand up, again continue. The time will come where you get the balance, you will no more fall back. You'll not fall down.
There is an aspect of comparison where I see that somebody was there and I see they have progressed probably more than me and I have progressed a little less than them. And because of this comparison, sometimes a person may feel a little low, or they may feel that my fallback, can I actually recover, or do I deserve this Krishna consciousness?
Everybody can recover.
Okay.
What is Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita? That even if you so-called fall back, Krishna is there to give his hand, Guru is there to give his hand, to hold you, to lift you up, to be with you. Devotees are there, organization like ISKCON is there, association is there. If somebody says, no, I know I'm somebody that I will not fall down, that is unnatural. If there is a child trying to walk, most probably, we may fall at that time. So it is normal. First of all, we should know that it is something very common. It is something very normal. It's okay. If somebody does not have fall down, that's very great. Krishna has really blessed her. Maybe in the previous Janma we have made a lot of tapasya for that. But others who are going through some, slip off, some material attraction and all that, that's the process of progress.
So you're saying failure is part of our progress, and that's something Krishna is speaking of in the Gita? It's
not failure. It's not called failure. It is part of the growth. If you're learning bicycle, it's not expected that you sit on the bicycle and suddenly you know how to ride the bicycle. Or you want to learn swimming, you just enter the water and you know how to swim. It never happens like that. There is effort, and in that process we learn, our reality also comes out, our sincerity comes out. We will see again and again where I went wrong, so that we can try to come out of those provocations, allurements. And again, every time when you fall down, Whether you will stand up again or not depends on how much you like Krishna. Actually, two things. If you focus on your ego, you will not stand up. If you focus on Krishna, oh, I want Krishna, doesn't matter, now I have fallen down. I will again stand up, again I walk, again stand up, again I walk. It is completely okay. You will come to some point called Nishtha. In that level, there is no fall down. But in the beginning stage, there are distractions, and not just who are we are so small, ordinary people. Great people like Vishwamitra, we read. So Vishwamitra in Ramayana, in Mahabharata, in Bhagavatam, we see how so many times he actually, slipped off from his path. One time because of lust, another time because of anger, some other time because of greed, but finally he became a great person. So great, Vishwamitra Priyadhana Rama. Ram was very fond of Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is very fond of Ram. And the famous Suprabhata in South India, it's famous everywhere, the famous Suprabhata, Kausalya Supraja Rama Sandhya Purva Pravartat, that was spoken by Vishwamitra. It is Vishwamitra who offered that prayer. So he became such great personality not from the day one. So he had his own journey. So those who read Vishwamitra's story, you will see what and all he went through. But he never gave up. He consistently stood by his decision, followed the process. That determination is required. That is why Rupa Goswami says, Utsaha, Dhairya, Nischaya, Tat Karma Pravartana. Utsaha, that enthusiasm is required. When there is a breakdown, when there is a fall down, so-called, we fail in our promise, in our spiritual life, don't lose enthusiasm. If you lose your enthusiasm, then we are defeated. The defeat will not be announced. Have you seen that, what is that called, fighting happens, what is that game called?
Wrestling?
Yeah, in the wrestling. They will not declare the defeat till the person refuses to
fight.
Get up.
Yes.
Actually, in the wrestling or in the fighting, they hit each other and the person falls. Simply because he has fallen doesn't mean the game is over. They announce the victory after this count, I think some 1, 2, 3 till 3 or 10, something like that. If that person does not get up or stand up, then they say game is over, this person is victorious.
Yes.
So this is also like that. You may fall down, but Krishna and Prabhupada are counting 1, 2, 3. You have to get up. Again stand up. Of course, if you don't stand up after 10 also, Krishna will drag you and pull you up. Get up. We may give up on ourselves. Oh no, it's not possible. Krishna will not give up on us. Prabhupada will not give up on us. He will make us stand. He will say, I will give you everything. You fight. So we should know this. When you are fighting, you are not alone. Just like when we are learning bicycle. Nowadays, people, I don't know whether they learn bicycle or not. So when I was learning bicycle, my father was standing there only. The moment I am about to fall, he'll come, he'll stop. And if I fall off, he'll hold my hand, he'll pick me up. So like that, there are Vaishnavas, Prabhupada, Krishna. They're all there to help us. Please don't feel demotivated. Oh, I think they'll be upset. Actually, they will not be upset. They understand our situation. They know with what background we are starting our spiritual life. Everybody knows what is our background. 20 years, so many years in our life, we have never followed all these things. Suddenly we are trying to follow. It is not going to be easy. It's going to be a big war with our own mind, with all the so-called attraction in the today's material world. It's not easy journey. So even if there is a break in between, and if the person is actually coming back, we should see that person with great pride. If you are standing up, you are a great person.
So it's about
The great person, because you are again standing up.
It's
It is
about
not
getting
because
up.
it's all about getting up. So you should know, I will not give up. No matter how many times I will fall down, I will again stand up. Sometimes some people may say, no, but I'm willingly breaking my promise. It doesn't matter willingly falling, not willingly falling. Today we have no capacity to, do all these things. You chant Hare Krishna mantra, take Krishna prasadam, be in touch with devotees, and keep on standing up. Doesn't matter, 1,000. There was one demon called Shishupala. Krishna told, okay, 100 times I will forgive you. For demon, Krishna was ready to forgive 100 times. We are not demons. We are devotees. So for devotees, Krishna's
Mercy and
mercy
compassion.
is infinite.
Haribol.
So don't have to lose any enthusiasm, any hope. We should have hopes. Krishna will bless me. There's no need to worry about it.
The next question, Prabhu, is a person who's been hearing your talks on YouTube channel and Insta as well. So his question is, how do I'm interested to preach like you, Prabhu. So it's very attractive. How can I make new people understand and get attracted to Krishna consciousness by my preaching? Some tips for preaching.
I think reading Prabhupada books, paying attention to all the details, examples that Prabhupada gives, simply repeating those examples. Actually, Prabhupada knowledge is so lucid. The word lucid means presenting the complicated topics in such simple way that even a donkey can understand. We are simply actually people are giving credit to us, but it is very unfortunate that we are getting the credit. Prabhupada has presented this complicated Vedic knowledge in such simple way. Sometimes people think that we are so great. No. All credit goes to Prabhupada's teachings. It is his knowledge. We are all knowledge carpenters. We are simply repeating what Prabhupada did. So, if you read Prabhupada books, it will take some time. Get into details, what examples Prabhupada give. Simply go and repeat the same thing. That's all, nothing more. You will become the most powerful preacher if you repeat the words of Prabhupada. There is no more secret. Prabhupada told this. He wrote in many letters, simply repeat what I've already
said. I've spoken.
What
or I've
already
written.
I've spoken. What I've already written. Just repeat. You'll be respected everywhere.
He also says, cram my purports and then present it.
Of course, also Prabhupada told, if you are also able to realize it and present it, it becomes even more attractive. So realization means putting those things into practice. When you put those, whatever you read into practice, even 1% if you are able to follow, that becomes that much powerful when we speak. Already Prabhupada knowledge is very powerful, but what makes it even more attractive, powerful is, are you practicing what you are speaking? It is not 100%. According to our own capacity, we are able to practice. And most importantly, faith in Prabhupada, that Prabhupada is speaking the truth. Throughout my life, I always felt when I'm saying something to somebody, I have no doubt. If I'm saying something means it's 100% correct. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittete Koriya Aikya. It's coming from Prabhupada, coming from Guru Parampara. It is 100% truth. That kind of feeling we should have. That is
the conviction.
That conviction. Because conviction is contagious. By seeing our conviction, other person also develops that conviction. If we are only doubtful, they'll also become doubtful. And the second is, have you fallen in love with the knowledge that you are teaching? First, you should like it. You should like that example. You should love that knowledge. What we love, what we like, what we believe in, Same thing happens to another person also. I still remember when I read Prabhupada books for the first time, I read Life Comes From Life. That's the first book I read Prabhupada books. I just remember I was just laughing because Prabhupada was defeating the scientist arguments in that book. Life comes from some chemical, the life from Big Bang, so many arguments, and Prabhupada was defeating that. I just fell in love with that knowledge. How Prabhupada in simple words, with simple example, was able to smash that so big theories of the scientist. And I felt like I should share this knowledge with others. I think that makes it very effective and attractive.
So putting things into practice, our conviction, our love for the knowledge is the key secret.
You should
of
like what you are
presentation.
speaking. If I myself don't like what I am speaking, then it will not be effective.
Next is connected to the other camp, Prabhu. There's a devotee who feels that it's a little strong, that they are committing certain crimes or there is some mismanagement of funds, and he feels, why is Prabhupada and Krishna not taking care of the devotees? There is a certain loss of trust. Probably he has seen them closely. It looks like that from the question. And he says, Prabhupada should be protecting them. I feel fortunate to be here, but all of them, they are sometimes even cheating. So how do we see the other camp and how do we see this situation?
So Prabhupada is protecting everyone, whether they're here, whether they're there, because ISKCON finally belongs to Prabhupada. It doesn't matter in whose hands it is. We may think, in my hand, your hand, but actually ISKCON is always Prabhupada's ISKCON. That is, a founder Acharya is Prabhupada. Whoever goes to whichever ISKCON, finally they are taken care by Prabhupada. Simply somebody in between is coming doesn't mean that something else. So, but that knowledge we don't have. That, okay, Prabhupada is my protector, because whether here or any other ISKCON, all the culture, the sadhana we practice is given by Prabhupada. Nobody has done anything else. We are simply following what Prabhupada has given. Whenever there is some mistake some people are doing, so Prabhupada has his own timings to teach lesson. It doesn't mean that like Duryodhana was doing all nonsense all the time. But Krishna decided to teach lesson at particular time called Kurukshetra war. It's not that before that Duryodhana was not doing mistake. So like Guru and Krishna, they have their own timings to teach lessons. And why they have that timings, that only they know it. So till then, we should have faith. Nothing is out of Krishna's control. Nothing is out of Prabhupada's control. They are watching it. They are allowing it. Right? So at the right time, things will be corrected. But if we are able to share this knowledge and tell others, we can do as a matter of our service to Prabhupada. But we don't have to think that things are out of control. Nothing is out of control.
So probably when somebody sees, let's say, our camp and the other camp and they've been there, there's a certain disturbance in the mind when they see wrong things happening there. So what should such a devotee do?
You see, that is how Kali Yuga is very powerful. In Kali Yuga, it's getting any genuine, honest spiritual help is very rare, very difficult. Everywhere there is contamination. That is why we have to really take available opportunity very seriously. Because if I don't go back to Krishna, one more life I take and again I come back, that time we don't know what is available. So if I happen to see something which is not inspiring things, then you come do some verification where such things are not happening and you try to be there.
Okay.
That's what we can do. But it's very serious. It's going to be like this in Kali Yuga. In fact, much more things are going to happen.
With this, Prabhu, let's take questions from the audience. Yeah, we have so many hands going up. Can have somebody from the front row because we did the back rows. Yeah.
Here is giving a mic.
Yeah.
Jai Krishna Prabhu. My folk guide is Jai Krishna Prabhu. I am currently chanting 16 rounds and reading Bhagavad Gita as well as reading Prabhupada's books. This question is related to my personal life. As I am joining folk, it's almost 2 years. I am following the regulative principles. But the thing, I got it like, I know what is the purpose of the life. I have to dedicate my life to the Krishna. But it was difficult to, and also to have to take care my parents. Because they have given to the such much level and they give the education, food, everything. And also that thing was, I'm wearing Kantimala, but it was in my home, it is difficulty to follow the without onion and garlic food. That's the thing. And another thing was, they also cook meat, but I don't take it, I come to temple, but the same vessel they will cook another day with the same meat. I have to eat that dish. Every day it was hurting me. So whether I am following the regulative principle, so because I don't want to take another birth again, I have to satisfy all my dedicate to Krishna. So these are all the 3 doubts in my mind, Prabhu.
So you are the Bhakta Prahalad.
Haribo.
Who is devotee but has got so many challenges. So when a new movie has come, I hope you have seen that. Yeah, it's very challenging. We can understand the difficulties. First and foremost is we should be very respectful to our parents. They're very nice people. Prabhupada says that unless our parents are nice, they don't get devotee children. So Prabhupada said, you are devotee. It means your parents are very nice. There was a devotee called Brahmananda Prabhu. So once his mother had come to meet Prabhupada. So Prabhupada told, please pay obeisances to your mother. So then that Brahmananda Prabhu told, but she is not devotee. Prabhupada said, it doesn't matter. They're so nice. Because they are nice, they are able to give birth to a devotee son like you. So our parents are all very nice people for whatever reasons, for social reasons, their upbringing and all these things. They've got into, this kind of activities of onion, garlic and this and that and all that. In fact, we were also doing all those things before we got to know all those things. So we don't judge them because of this. We respect them, but at the same time, we don't want to do all that. Right? So when we say, I don't want to do all those things, it doesn't mean we are against parents or we are anti-parents or we disrespect parents. Our love for parents, our respect for parents, in fact, should increase after coming to Krishna consciousness. Like Dhruv Maharaj, when from Vaikuntha, Vimana came to take him back to Vaikuntha, he said, without my mother, I will not come. So he's such a nice devotee. He said that, I want my mother also to come back to Vaikuntha. So like that, a good devotee should always have this desire that not only I become devotee, I also want my parents to get the benefit of this bhakti that we are practicing. So this is real love that we carry for them. But while we have all this knowledge, we should be strong in our bhakti to not to do all the sinful activities, which unknowingly probably they are doing it. So we should try explaining to them the first step. If possible, they may understand us. Step by step, they may able to reduce. They may say, okay, we will cook something different for you, but we will continue to eat what we want to eat. It is going to take a lot of time. It's not so easy. Sometimes they may say, no, we will not change. It will be like this only. In fact, you change. So there are varieties of responses possible. So how to deal with this? It requires a detailed personal discussion. Maybe if you can, talk to devotee or some other time if I'm available. So we can discuss it because it's a very individually, everybody's home, their parents, many things are involved here. But in general, with all our respect, with all our love for our parents, we want to follow Krishna consciousness in its purest form. If it is required, if you want to serve Krishna, we will do it without any compromisation. But there are many more details, better we discuss at personal level. Okay, yes. Any other questions? Yes, any other mic?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
This is Murli. So why is this life birth death cycle happening, and why can't it be just normal? So that
What
nobody
does normal means?
so that nobody gets a chance to do karma. It will be normal, right? So
No,
why
what does
can't it be
normal
normal?
means?
No world, no creation, no destruction.
No creation, no destruction.
Why can't it be just normal? That's the question.
It can be normal. The problem is your desire. Sit down, please. So, this is all happening because of the desire of the soul. Atma has the desire. Ichcha dvesha samutvena dvandva mohena bharata. Sargepi, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ichcha of the soul. You have a desire. That is why you are taking birth once again. So Krishna is saying, don't take birth. Krishna is also telling the same thing. Why you want all these things? Why you want karma? Why you want birth, death? Don't want. Don't. So you have to purify your desires. When your consciousness become purified, then you will not have desire which will bring you back to this world. If you are in this world, material world, you have to die, you have to take birth. And why should I die? Because you have new desire. How will you fulfill your desire unless you get into that particular body? So it's a philosophy that we need to understand. The main reason for this is our own choice, our own desire. So that is why Bhagavad Gita is teaching responsible life. What do you mean by responsible and accountable life? Means take responsibility of your own thoughts, your own desires, your own choice, especially at the time of death. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatante kalaivaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. At the time of death, what you are thinking, that will decide what will happen next. So if you want to be careful, then you have to train yourself so that you think about Krishna at the time of death. It's a very big philosophical question, what you have asked. Again, more detail can be discussed with other devotees. Yes. Any other questions? Yeah.
Okay,
You can
so this
speak loudly.
excited young man on the right corner, please.
We'll come back to you. Okay, go ahead. We have another 15 minutes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I offer my humble obeisances to you. My name is N. Manit. I am doing 16 rounds every day. And my folk guide is AGVD, Anaga Govinda Das Prabhuji. And my question is related to Hare Krishna chant, this one, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If Krishna and Rama both refer to God, why does the mantra repeat Hare more frequently than other names? What could be the spiritual significance?
Please sit down. Please. This is how the formation of the mantra is. The mantra is arranged in a particular format which is capable of invoking Krishna prema in our heart. Like medicine, the ingredients and a particular percentage of those ingredients. Why something is X percentage and why something is Y percentage. That is depending on our disease, that is depending on our dosage. So Hare Krishna mantra has total 16 names, right? Iti Shodashakam Namnam Kali Kalmasha Nashanam. So in that Hare is more than, Krishna or Rama. So that is the formation of the mantra. Like for example, Hare Krishna mantra is first of all is the personification of Nama Prabhu. It's Krishna's one of the form it is. Like in our body, why face is here only? Why can't it be down? Why the legs are here? Why can't it be up? This is the formation. So every mantra has its own formation. And in that formation, the particular words, how many times they repeat, it depending on what is the purpose. The purpose of Hare Krishna mantra is to purify, first of all. And once the purification is done, then it starts giving you the strength. And then the strength, then it gives you Krishna prema. So Hare Krishna mantra works at 3 levels. It works at the medicine level, and then it works as a food and then it works like a feast. What is the difference between food and feast? Feast is also food, but it is a very delicious, relishable, extraordinary some items. So like that same Hare Krishna mantra, once we are purified, it start giving us Krishna prema which we relish. So in order to achieve that benefit, the mantra is arranged in that particular format. So it's like a pharmacist. He makes the medicine by adding certain ingredients with certain percentage in order to achieve certain health in our body. So like that, the Vedas have given this mantra with such format. So in order to understand more than what we are discussing now, we need to do more sadhana. As we do more sadhana, more about Hare Krishna mantra will be revealed for us. Yes.
Okay. So, a question here, Prabhu. It's a little strong one, and probably somebody has felt a little unease. Sometimes I see devotees are slightly inspiring us, but looks like a force to chant 108 rounds. Is it appropriate for devotees to encourage us, even though slightly forcefully, without my free will, in the name of preaching, to chant 108 rounds?
Is it, I mean, force is definitely wrong, that in spirituality, there's nothing, we should not force anyone. If somebody feels they are forced, then we should be sensitive, because we cannot give when they are not ready. I may like it, but if you are not ready, I can't give it. The readiness of the soul is very important. So if somebody feels, no, it is a forceful for me, but I feel, no, if you chant 108 rounds, it's very good for you. So then we should, if they feel force, we should step back and we should definitely avoid it. Krishna also does not force anything upon Arjun in Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? So he says, Yatha ichchasi tata kuru. How much you are willing, how much you are ready. But again, we cannot go to another extreme and say, like Arjuna was saying, I will not fight. So means I don't want to fight. Krishna was saying, no, you have to fight. So there is something called inspiration. There is something called motivation, which is not force. There is something called nudging. Nudging is like how you touch the switch. You press the switch so that light is on, fan is on. That much is not called force. It is called nudging. Force is banging. So, and it is breaking now. If I tell somebody, can you please switch on fan, and you go with one hammer, that is very harmful. No, if you are able to turn on by nudging, then it is called inspiration. Inspiration is also a small amount of force, but you really don't feel uneasy. You don't feel harmed because of that. You don't feel so much of internal disturbance because of that. It's okay. Everybody requires little bit of nudging, isn't it? Like sometimes they say, come, let's go, it's fine. And we say, no, it's fine. No, come, it will be nice. Okay, let me come. That's called nudging. I think we can only do nudging, we can't force. We should be careful about that. Even though it is correct, even though chanting more number of rounds is good. But we can't force. We can't force.
Bhajatam, Preeti, the love aspect, willingness aspect.
Love nobody has.
But at least the willingness aspect.
At least willingness should be there. Willingness is not necessarily love. I'm willing to pay tax. Not necessarily I love to pay tax. So currently we are all chanting like that. I'm willing to chant like we are willing to pay tax. Not necessarily I'm loving. We have not reached the level of love.
Okay. With regards to this festivals that we have, Prabhu, we have Friendship Day, we celebrate New Year. There's a young man asking, these are culturally not part of the Indian tradition. So shouldn't we not be celebrating them, and shouldn't we be creating awareness that this is not part of our Vedic culture, whereas ISKCON is doing exactly the opposite. We celebrate all these festivals. So what's our stand and why do we do this?
That's why every time when we celebrate this kind of events, whoever is giving talk, they should say that that it is not Vedic culture. Then we should also say why we are doing it. Because ena kena prakarena mana Krishna niveshaya. What is happening is, in the material world, these events like New Year or Friendship Day or Valentine's Day, so many Mother's Day, so many of these things are there. So they are taken seriously outside. So we see this as an opportunity to bring Krishna in those events. If you tell, okay, New Year, oh, it is not New Year for us, so ISKCON will not do New Year. We know very clearly it is not New Year for us. But on that day, everybody is doing something. Like, for example, I don't know how many of you know, if you have done service, we get more visitors on Jan 1st than Janmashtami Day in our temple. We know that statistics, right? It's more than Janmashtami visitor. So people are feeling it is a new year. So now if we say, we will close today door of our temple, it's not new year, you all should not come to our temple today because it is not new year. See, anyway people are ready to come to temple. So you make some arrangement, like people are going to some club, pub, bar and here, there and all those things. So if you say New Year, come to ISKCON, what are we doing that day? We are doing Sankirtana. We are taking some commitments of spiritual life for the next 12 months, New Year. So whether it is New Year or not New Year, it doesn't matter. Finally, you are coming closer to
Krishna.
So it is a packaging. It is
A packaging.
If the question is, actually ISKCON should not do this, provided if you don't bring bhakti there, if you don't introduce Krishna there, then we should not do. But if you have an agenda of teaching Bhagavad Gita, making them chant, making them do Sankirtana, teaching them some good character, like for example on Friendship Day, if you are able to tell people, develop friendship with Krishna, it's good.
I remember, Prabhu, you had also shared this another interesting point. I think many youths would have asked you and you would have answered, and as a folk, that if not all those activities in the outside, because we know some activities are wrong and we don't want to participate in that circle or those set of activities, we don't have an alternative and we definitely feel like we're missing out something. It's like everybody's doing something on New Year and I'm at zero.
No,
so I think it's a very good alternative.
Young people come and ask us. Their friends, they all go out that day. And there is some kind of an atmosphere created. And when you say, I have nothing to do, there's a FOMO, fear of missing out, fear of being left out, something as if there is something wrong with you, you're not doing something. So, okay, we also have so-called New Year, but not the sinful New Year that you are doing. So we have in a most pious way, in a most devotional way, that makes me much more purified. In that way, we can also do that. So this is not, it's not promoting wrong culture, but adding the right culture to the wrong practice. That's what I think we are trying to do that. If there is so-called Friendship Day, we are not interested in material world friendship at all. But we want to help people to understand what is the real meaning of friendship, with whom we should have friendship. So that day makes it more relevant to discuss that.
And it's also something unique, because every year is very similar to what we do in the outside world.
I remember on Friendship Day we give some badge where Krishna says, I'm your best friend. We put a tag on our whatever, right?
Yes.
T-shirt. So, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, Krishna says, I'm your best friend. So we come to know, oh, Krishna is my best friend. He's saying like this in Bhagavad Gita. So it is a good way to make us get connected to Krishna even more.
Okay, now I'd like to open up to the audience for questions.
Whoever gets the mic, Krishna is selecting you. I hope the person who is passing, his name is Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. My name is Kaushik Shetty. I have a couple of questions, Prabhu. One is that, how do I genuinely develop love towards Guru and Krishna? And second one is that, how do I understand the role of spiritual master in my spiritual journey?
So the love comes only when there is service. Service and love are connected to each other. I can't develop love unless I do seva. Whoever it is, it is applicable even in the material world, even in the spiritual world. Why mother loves us so much? Because she has done so much seva to us, keeping us in the womb for 9 months, feeding us, carrying us, bathing us, cooking for us. Then there is so much love. We have no love to a person who has done nothing for us. So if you feel I want to develop love for Guru and Krishna, then what am I doing for them? You see, Prabhupada, he loves his Guru so much. At the age of 70, he traveled to an unknown country with almost no money. He took so much risk. So when you do the level of surrender, the kind of service we do shows how much we love. So more and more service means more and more love we develop in our heart. This is the way we can develop love for Krishna, love for Prabhupada. If I am no service, that means no feeling we will develop in our heart. We will always remain like this, no feelings. The feelings will come when I do service. Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyam indriyai sevonmukhehi jihvadav swayam eva spuratyadaha seva unmukhena jihvadav. Padma Purana says it is through seva we experience love. If no seva, I simply come, I just go, I'm not doing any service, it's very difficult to develop feelings for Krishna. That is one. Second one is, knowledge about Guru and Krishna also helps us develop feelings and love for Krishna. How much you know Prabhupada, how much you know Krishna? Because in the 7th chapter, Krishna says this, now I will talk about myself. By knowing about me, you will develop feelings for me. Because one of the purpose of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says is, Manmana bhavamad bhaktaha madhyaji mam namaskuru. You always think of me. To think of Krishna, you have to have love for Krishna. And the love comes when you know more about that person. So how much you know, that much love comes. So one is knowing, second one is doing service. So more you read Prabhupada books, you develop love for Prabhupada and Krishna. And more you engage in service, you develop love for Krishna and love for Prabhupada. So this is how it happens. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dhanraj.
We are almost at the end of the session, Prabhu, so we'll take one last question.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanvat Prabhu. Prabhu, my name is Srinivas. I was connected from last 3 months this folk. My guru was Anva Govinda Prabhu. My question is related to chanting. Initially, I was in PG. When I started to do chanting, it's make me too much trouble to continue. And what I promised to do the chanting, that is make me too much troubles. Then I decided to change the room, and I took the room and I am doing my sadhana. But what my question is here, when I try to do prepared for the chanting, for example 10 rounds, if morning I decided remaining 6 in the evening. When I'm chanting to do 6 or 5 rounds, after that unwanted thoughts or unnecessary things will come to my mind, and which makes me trouble for the stopping the chanting. How should I control and make my complete what I decided?
When we start chanting, if the problem increase, it means chanting is working very powerfully. Yes. It is, Rupa Goswami has told that, how do you know it is working? Anartha nivritti starts happening. Anartha means material problems. So your material problem increase. That means Hare Krishna mantra is working. Some people say, Prabhu, before I was chanting, I had no problem. After I started chanting, my problem increased. Actually, there are so many problems, old karma, they're all there. So at the time of cleaning, when you're cleaning something, if you're cleaning, brooming room, or mopping the room, cleaning some room, you see lot of dirt, very dirty water, everywhere dirt. Why? Because you are cleaning. All the dirty things are going away, problems are going away. But what we do, the moment we see the problem, we say, oh, problem, come again, come inside. No, the problems are actually going out. Don't worry, the problems are
Going out.
Just continue to chant. The moment we see a lot of dirt in the room, then we should not stop cleaning. You should continue to clean. All the dirty things will go out. Yes, in the beginning, for some people, when they start chanting, very mercifully Krishna, because if they are sincere, start cleaning their heart. They will see the problems, so-called problems increasing. Don't worry. Because you are chanting, Krishna is with you, is personally with you. There is no doubt about it. I am not able to see, I am not able to talk to Krishna, but Krishna is with me. So we are not alone. And what we should tell is, even if my problem increase, I will increase my chanting. If my problem is increasing, I should increase one round chanting more. Like this, you'll see very soon all the problems will go, material problems. And then you become strong, and then you come to a point, whether problem or not problem, because of our love for Krishna, we will not stop chanting. We will know how to deal with our problems. So that knowledge and intelligence will come from the chanting itself. Like Prahlad, he had so many problems. Pandavas, they had so many problems. Especially for being devotee, they got problems. Otherwise, they would have not got problems. So, but Krishna will always protect. In Mahabharata, we always see, whenever there was problem for Pandavas, somehow or the other Krishna will come and save them. He will never leave them alone. Krishna will never leave his devotees. Name bhaktya pranashyati. I will not allow my devotees to get defeated, perish. He is there to hold our hand. So continue to chant. By changing your room, you have actually made Krishna happy. See, that shows that you're very sincere, you're very serious. Krishna will make a note of all those things. For sake of chanting, he has changed his room. Very nice. You may not be successful right now, but you have made Krishna happy through those initiatives. And Krishna will reciprocate so sweetly, immensely. You will be surprised to see, for my small things, how much Krishna is doing for me. Very soon we will see all that. Very good. All the best. Please increase your chanting. Hare Krishna.
With this, Prabhu, we have, although there are so many questions, and of course you are a treasure house of knowledge, and we have been so much enlightened. We've in fact got reality rather than sweet answers, and which we love, and of course the answers are sweet too. You've explained to us the sweetness of Krishna, the reciprocation of Krishna, so many philosophical as well as lifestyle questions you've answered. Thank you so much for giving your time, Prabhu, and we are very grateful to always learn from you and get educated and guided from you. Thank you very much.
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
A loud Hari Bol for His Grace Sampati, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna. So, one very important lesson. What's that? If there's a Q&A, you should be the first person to present your question so that it's asked in the early stages. So, hope you're all feeling amazing. And you want the next one when? Q&A. Next Sunday. Of course, I'll share this. It's always amazing to be with His Grace Sampati Prabhu. You can also hear to Sampati Prabhu's lectures on the HKM Pune channel on YouTube. Wonderful snippets as well as wonderful shots, also on the Instagram channel. So don't miss that out if you want to know more. Okay. Just a few more announcements before we leave for the meeting. Okay. So, how many of you have not registered for Janmashtami? How many of you have not registered? Okay. So all of you can stay back here in MVT. For ISKCON, I'll be reading out your services as well as your orientation meeting location. You would have also received a message from our volunteer care center. So ISKCON pilgrimages at HK Hill, they have an online meeting. You would have received the link in the group, so please check the group and join that. Deity services, you've already been informed, so you can be here to know the basic etiquettes. Those who are in PPH, HKL, in Goloka Passage, you all know where the folk guides sit. One of the places is near the Narsimha temple, just behind the OAT. If you go, you take the path downstairs. So you will see a place called Goloka Passage. So it's right there. So go to the PPH office. For VIP hospitality, it's in the 4th block of the admin building. Request you to kindly wait. Okay, how many of you have, 4th block admin building, there's a conference room. How many of you have Laddu distribution service? Can you please raise your hands? Laddu distribution, okay, few of you here. So room number 3, 1st floor, main temple hall. Those who are exiting the room, please carry the pads, pencils, chanting mala, and please deposit outside near the gate. It will be very helpful for our volunteers. Thank you. Folk PR services. Those are part of PR, but in folk. Room number 1, 1st floor, main temple hall. Those who are part of HKL Kirtans,